Elections, or COMELEC, is considering holding the elections in shopping malls for 2016 presidential votes, noting the positive feedback and convenience they offer to voters, especially to persons with disabilities and senior citizens. COMELEC Chairman Andres Bautista said while the law provides the preference is given to public schools in the conduct of elections, private schools may also be tapped when there is no centrally located public school in the area. He said there have been several private schools used during elections all over the country. I wonder why shouldn't we open it up to other facilities? There are already private schools all over the country that house our election. Except that the COMELEC has to pay them. If we can do it in private schools, why can't we do it in other public places such as malls? He said, adding the poll body is studying if the same can be carried out only through a COMELEC resolution.
President Benigno Aquino III on Tuesday signed the Philippine Competition Act, which has been described as the agreements that limit or control production, markets, and investments. The new law penalizes all forms of anti-competitive agreements and abuse to control or manipulate prices of products. The commission, which will be composed of a chairperson and 4 commissioners, will be able to impose fines of up to 250 million pesos. Courts could also impose jail terms from 2 to 7 years to company officers and directors found guilty of unfair practices. Senator Bam Aquino, co-author and principal sponsor of the measure, said that the law aims to enhance competition to bring down prices and improve quality of products. The president, meanwhile, said consumers as well as small and large businesses will benefit from the new law. Trade officials have also said that the new law will usher in an era where micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises can compete with large firms ahead of economic integration in 2016. The measure had been pending in Congress for the last 24 years and only hurdled in the conference committee on July 10. The new law is expected to bring in more investments and stimulate economic activity in the country.
Thank you. The Supreme Court on Tuesday started its oral arguments on a petition against the controversial Torre de Manila project, with the petitioner warning that other buildings would crop up near Luneta if the condominium is not demolished. Buildings like Torre de Manila will increase. William Hasarino, legal counsel for petitioner Knights of Rizal, told SC Justices, if there are big buildings, there will also be an increase of advertisements. Can we say that nothing bad will happen? He added. Hasarino insisted that the Rizal Monument and Rizal Park represent the soul of the nation. Remove the park, then you don't have that anymore, he said. Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno and Associate Justices Arturo Bryan and Bienvenido Reyes were on leave, while Associate Justice Jose Perez had already recused from the case. Among those who attended the oral arguments was Senator Pia Cayetano, who had openly opposed the construction of the 46-story building. The oral arguments were ongoing as of posting time. To be covered are the following topics: whether the threshold and purely legal issue on the definition of the constitutional mandate to conserve, promote, popularize the nation's historical and cultural heritage and resources, the specific laws, statutes, ordinances, and international covenants that the DMCI breached as a result of the construction of the Torre de Manila, whether or not Torre de Manila significantly altered the physical integrity of the Rizal Monument as may be defined by the law, the effect permits, licenses and opinions issued by public respondents, the total damage to be sustained by private respondents, and lastly, whether the permanent cessation of the construction and the building's demolition constitute taking of private property for public use, requiring payment of just compensation.